Hello, everyone. It's Val. I hope you're well. I think about you so much. Thank you for joining me. Well, this one's been waiting. This is In the Garden, and she's a smallish, but she's two signature journal. I think it's about 104 page sides, something like that. Um, Plus, I do think she's got a little notebook in her, but we'll figure that out when we go through. The measurements are approximate because, as you know, these are junk journals. So the measurements are not always precise, but she's about 4.5 inches high and, of course, six-ish inches, give or take, in the length. And the spine, of course, is approximate, about 3/4 of an inch, give or take. So yeah, you get a look at her. So I'll get you a little bit closer look. Whoops, that's not closer. That's closer. How's that? Yeah, I love this lady. I think she's looking at her roses. She has a bunch of roses. Of course, this is an antique photo, the authentic, and you can pop it off and put another photo here if you wish, or do some journaling or both, or whatever you'd like to do. So she's pretty heavily decorated, I would say. And of course I did slow stitch on her. Love doing slow stitch. So I figured I'd incorporate that into this journal. All right, let's see, where am I at here? No, we don't want to do that. How about this one? Oh, that's better. Now you can see what's going on. So she's got a little double button closure, both vintage buttons I put together. And yeah, you get a little look-see there. Love these little beads. They feel like arts and crafts kind of pottery. They just got a nice matte feel to them. And I put some little cloth labels and bits and pieces on her. So yeah, there you go. Get to see her. And I decorated the spine a little bit there. So yeah, well, she is loaded. I stuffed this baby full as I could get her. I'm not taking everything out, but of course she's got a little cloth. I can give you a little bit closer look at that. Belly band there. And she's stuffed with all sorts of ephemera, antique, vintage, contemporary, all kinds of things. I harvested this picture and saved this picture. Let me move these flowers. There we go. Saved this picture out of a magazine for a long time. It's a lady sitting in her garden. Put a little lace on some of the pages. That is old lace, coarse ledger, some stained papers that I did. And here's some lace here. This is pretty lace. I just wanted to make a pretty little journal that is functional, but also a keepsake. And she's got lots of little pockets and tucks and decorations, and yeah, this is old. Let's see, what's the date on this? 1904. And here's a little belly band here, a flip. This is a pocket in this flip here. And if you hear barking, that's my little dog Nellie. Don't be alarmed. She just saw somebody that she wanted. She barks at we're remote, so we have friends that are right next door, and she barks at them because they come over and pay attention to her. Look at this lady with her saxophone in her garden. Is that not cool? I just think that's so beautiful. I had to put it on that vintage page where music notes and stuff. So yeah, this lady, or ladies, I should say. So here's a little belly band that's transparency. And some little fussy cuts that I took from vintage books and things. Here's another photograph in here. This looks like probably 1950s, I would say. Don't think it's, yeah, it says 1950 on it. There you go. Can't believe I hit that one on the head. Here's another photograph. I don't know about you, but I love antique and vintage photographs. No date on that one that I can see. But I love it when they're smiling and happy. Whoop. Missing pieces here. And this is a double, let's see, what is this pocket? Sometimes I just can't remember. Oh no, this is a sewn page pocket. Yeah, sometimes my journals just sit because at right now I'm working on 10 journals. Is that crazy or what? So once I finish one, I set it aside, and sometimes I completely forget about them. But I did share this in one of my previous videos, just a snippet of it on the cover. So you knew it was coming up. And that reminded me, I got to get this video done. Here's another photograph. They are definitely in the garden. And I put a little Timmy tape here because it had just a little bit of damage on the corner, but it worked really good. I think this is their garden right here. And they're proudly staring at their garden. So I'll slip that back in there among the other pieces. Here's another photograph of a definite garden. I don't know what this plant is. I love the mat on this photograph. So we'll put that back in there. Here's the center of the second signature. This is 1915, I think. Once my camera will catch up. I don't know if it's going to catch up. There you go. Yep, and that is all original. Original and authentic. And here's a little saying I put in here. It says, "The days of life are few and quickly end, and every care and wish to heaven should tend. For on the earth no perfect good is given, and all will last," I can't read it, "nothing, something in heaven." I don't know, but this is from the 1800s. I don't know the exact date, but it was just a little snippet of antique bits, and I just put it in there. Sorry, I couldn't read that. Maybe you can decipher it. Another little tuck there. I had this tiny lace, and it's just pink. It's just the slightest pink color, and it's so pretty. And I added it to that page. Of course, ledger. And here's another photograph of a happy couple. At least I think they're happy. Hopefully. Another little pocket here. There's quite a few little flips in here. And oh yes, here's the little notebook. Slips right in there. Kind of cute. Just had to make a little tiny book. So I printed this on onion skin, actual vintage onion skin, and it printed up so beautifully. So I am going to slip that back in there. Little vintage lace. Here's a tuck here with pieces there, and the back belly band is 2 words, as usual, loaded, low-dead. All right, guys, there you go. Give you a look-see of the back again and the front. All right, this is in my Etsy if you're interested. I hope you enjoyed this rather quick flip through, but I don't like to share everything. All right. I order you all to take care now. Bye.